happens. So, this is the episode where I talk about that. How's it going, everyone? Dave here. Before we get to that, let me talk about my day. Spent money on bills and groceries, but with the groceries, I made a bomb-ass dinner. Tater tot casserole with Colby Jack cheese, put some, and I'm still tasting them, the green onions, and I arranged my spices in the ground beef first before I put them all together, them being all the ingredients, into the oven and seasoning it again. With not as much as what I'd used to make the ground beef, of course, that would overpower it. And it didn't overpower it. But what I could have done a little better was used 2 equal parts of the soup to liquefy everything. I used cream of mushroom and cream of celery. Makes it taste pretty good, in my opinion. Where did I learn that recipe from? The mother of my child. Grayson's mom taught me that. She used cream of celery she used cream of celery in hers to get a vegetarian sort of thing, because she was vegetarian. But she's the one who taught me many things. And she's also the one I first started smoking weed with. Funny story about weed. I wanted to become a weed tuber at one point in time. I didn't. And there's a very good reason why. It's because of the fact that the community is so drowned out already. Like, I don't even feel like I'd be able to break through, really. So that's why I'm doing my own thing. But I will say, it literally goes without saying, actually, that marijuana helps me. Cannabis helps me. And the reason why it does is because I have been diagnosed with epilepsy and or general seizure disorder, whichever way you look at it. Now, I'm not epileptic in the sense that flashing lights get to me. I'm epileptic in the sense that I have grand mal or tonic-clonic seizures, which can happen at any point in time. So, on top of the prescribed medicine, which is the big L word that I'll put in the description below, it's basically the knockoff brand of Keppra. 1,000 milligrams twice daily is what I take. It's a little white pill. And honestly, it doesn't really help much. If anything, it just makes me feel worse. If anything, it gives me more of a headache. It makes me feel more cloudy and brain fogged, like I'm not really there. And on top of that, this is the major side effect of it, the Keppra gives me anger issues. Bad. I've never noticed any sort of temporal issues or anger issues until I started the Keppra, which was all the way back in 2017, may I add. I've had this shit for over 10 years, for almost 10 years, basically. So, it's pretty close to over 10 years. I mean, I'll have had the first seizure 10 years ago in September. So, yeah. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Have I gotten hurt from a seizure? Have I had a seizure at work? Double yes. Right here, this eyebrow, I've had to have stitched because of one seizure that I've had after work in the mall that I still work in, ironically enough. The 2 other times I've had a seizure at work, I was working with Pepsi. And one of them was I was just barely off the clock, and then one of them I was on the clock still for another 2 hours. So I had like 2 or 3 hours of my shift to go. I say 3 because I could get overtime at that time. Let me ask you a question. Do you have any serious medical problems? Or, if not, have you ever had to be put in the hospital for something serious? I have, multiple times. Leave that answer in the commentals below. And one of these days, one of these will be a nice smoke sesh, Sorry, you couldn't quite see it. If you're wondering, Seed and Strain King Louis VIII vape cart, bought from a dispensary here in Ohio. Very, very solid, very good. The reason why I do the marijuana, the reason why I smoke as much cannabis as I do is to not only keep my anger and stress down, because if not, that gets everybody pissed off or hurt potentially, and I don't want that by no means. And also to keep me paying attention. Most of the time for potheads and stoners like me, and even people who need marijuana like me, will a lot of times trail off and forget what they're doing or get, couch glued. But I don't. It may happen depending upon what strain it is, but that's not very many strains that does that to me. So, I am still, I think one of the birds just came home. I am still, regardless, very thankful. Where's that? I just heard a bird popping over my head. Oh well. Still very thankful for how cannabis laws have improved over the last several years, because without it, I wouldn't be sitting here talking with you today. Probably not. Most likely not. So, I'm thankful for that. I'm very glad I could come forward about this. I feel relieved that I talked to you about this. And most importantly, I feel as if there's a big weight being taken off of my chest from this. And let me address one more thing, I guess, before I leave. Am I aware of all of the health conditions and the problems later on down the road with smoking so much cannabis? Yes. Very much aware of the popcorn lung or the COPD that may come with it, or whatever the heck else, the black lung. I'm very much aware of that. Like Walt Disney said, can a man have a few vices? So I'll leave you with that. Can a man have a few vices? If you feel so desirable, not only on top of leaving a comment about your hospital experiences or your medical conditions, if you feel that's too personal, leave a comment down below about your vices. What you do to de-stress. This was a longer one. I thank you for being here, and I thank you for putting up with the patience of having to wait for this late upload. I promise tomorrow's upload will be normal and will be scheduled. Thank you again. See you guys later. Actually, tell me something too. Should I schedule these uploads, or should I just, should I make these premieres, or should I just schedule them and not have a live chat? Let me know. Keep me in the know. Follow my other channels. Support the Patreon, please. I desperately need the money. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Back into the air conditioning I go.